on the balance that they can't progressively load it. And even, hey guys, Coach Tyler here talking about this bodyweight movement, the hip airplane. We have seen usually in physical therapy settings where it's pretty conservative in terms of the loading, but a couple weeks ago I showed us how to do it loaded to really isolate the factor of, can we actually progress this the same way you would with a deadlift or back squat, with progressively overloading the weight in a direction that is directly making the hip airplane harder rather than holding it here. Okay, so that behind the back hold, we talked about how that directly loads that hip joint strength and mobility, but you could just see that I kind of fell over a little bit. So as I started playing around with this more, I'm trying to imagine those athletes and clients I work with where this position is just still so hard on the balance that they can't progressively load it, and even holding on with the hand isn't enough. So here is the kickstand version where I am still producing the same position on this stance leg, but I'm just gonna drop the back leg and still have the ability to go through this almost like 90% the same, but I have the use of this back kickstand leg to allow the balance to be almost taken out of the difficulty so that we can just focus on the stance leg and going up and up and up, progressively overloading that weight that we're using behind the back. So just a quick reminder, if my stance leg is the left leg, my left hand is going to be holding it so that when I go behind the back, the weight is actually pulling me into the internal rotation or the adduction of this femur, of this stance leg. And then we just drop that kickstand, that toe, the big toe, to just be barely behind the heel on the stance leg. So again, this kickstand is just there for touching the ground, not leaning back on that foot. All of my weight is leaning on this stance leg, like 99% of that weight, so that the torso can rotate around the hip capsule. Then to make sure we're still doing the actual version on only one leg, do that weighted kickstand version first, and then go into some reps where we're doing this body weight version so that we're still getting that balance work, or the big fancy word proprioceptive work, on this single leg challenge of a movement. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Again, my name is Coach Tyler. My mission is to help build as many unbreakable athletes as I can. I've had experience in the Olympic, to pro, to college, to youth athlete setting. So drop a comment, ask a question. I do respond to all the comments on these videos, or even if you're interested in a consult or a coaching setup for you with a template or program, I offer those. So check out my website at pultroperformance.com. Like and subscribe. That would really, really help me to bring this channel to more people. Thanks so much for watching.